It's
I think since we're starting a new rep and all that, we will work at least for an hour and a half.
12:15, 12:45.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you okay? I didn't give you any food.
Do you need a snack or
Do you want me to bring you a snack back?
Maybe, but it's fine.
What would you like?
I don't
Peanut
mind.
butter and Uncrustable or something?
I don't mind.
Is there a vending machine here?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's downstairs.
I'll bring you something from there.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah.
All right. Good. So now, what have you practiced? It's been forever since I've seen you. And let me see.
The exercise you gave me. I've tried to learn some of the turn tone things.
Okay.
I swear if I don't. Okay. I did this.
Oh, the etudes, the Kreutzer etudes. Okay.
Two things. I practiced some of the second movement.
Oh boy, there's a lot of ink on that page, isn't it?
Yes.
Does it affect you when you look at something that's dark, that is not exactly clean? Yeah?
Yeah.
So we need to get you better scans then of the music, so things
not
like
going.
yeah. Okay. So here's your second movement of the Bruch. All right.
Oh, I have it all. I have everything in my work stapled.
No. Fantastic. Now, how are your scales going? Shall we start with the scale? Let's do that. You don't seem too excited about it, but let's get over with. Yeah.
I've been doing B flat because
Fine. Whatever. Yeah.
That's okay. I'll find it.
Great. So this one is a little bit harder to play, right? Because it requires more weight and more work from the fingers.
Yeah, I had to adjust to it a lot, and my fingers are still sort of like wondering.
You just need to develop more strength with this, and it will come if you do Schwarik. Do you have the book? Have we talked about with you how to practice Schwarik?
I don't know. I did my best.
Yeah. Now, Ella, what I'm noticing is that your third finger, that I saw that in the scale too, it tends to collapse.
Oh.
Now, do you know about the square and extended fingers? Do you know when?
I usually just do that.
Ooh.
Because
Actually,
that's sort of how I got taught. I mean, I don't really.
you don't know about this. Now, we don't always use the same part of the fingertip.
Oh, well,
So sometimes it needs to be
part's going
square.
the sides, sometimes-
Well, sometimes it's square and sometimes it's extended. So let's go to square and extended fingers and see what the information here for that is.
I don't know what's in my books.
Do you own this one?
Yes.
Yeah, basics. Okay, so let's go to index. Well, I'm at the wrong part of the book. So we're looking for square and extended. It's right here. So look, in first position, the shapes of the fingers are
I
fixed.
think you can take this off.
Okay. You can put it on the bench here. Great. So,
Sorry.
snack time.
I have a.
So, now what do we mean by square and extended? Now, look, for this finger pattern, first finger is always extended. Second finger, do you see how it's extended for us? Now, if I want to play C natural, all I have to do is just put it more square. Now, at the extended shape, the groove, the end of the groove is farther away from the nail joint. With the square one, you see how close to the square it comes because you're more on the fingertip with this. So, third finger, in this case, when you have a minor third on the first finger, this is always square. Now, if I have to play D sharp, it will extend here. And now for the fourth finger, unless you have a humongous hand, for our average size hands, the pinky is always in the extended shape. No, I used to think that the pinky has to be square, just based on the same logic about the third and this, but the pinky actually always comes down a little bit extended. So the default is first finger extended and pinky extended. That's how the fourth in this works. So now if you have to play an A flat, do you see how from just normal extended position for the A flat you just need to put the first finger a little bit more square. That doesn't mess with the rest of the hand an awful lot. So this is what all this is about. So how about we put the fingers on the most common, so just like the default position of the hand. So let's start on the A string. So B, C sharp, D, E. B, C sharp, D, E. Right, that's very good. And now leave the E down and let's see if you just can, don't change the shape of this one. Yes, it's going to extend the hand a little bit. And now keep the spaces between the knuckles nice and wide. And now just with the square finger, let's see if we can tap on an A flat. Yes.
Sorry, my hand's really cold.
It's 66 degrees in here, so I'm not surprised. That's all.
Oh.
So do you see? I'm just following all of this while keeping my pinky here, so I can practice the shape, and because it's quite a bit of an extension if we want to do that. Now, if we tap on A natural, E natural, B, and F sharp, the first finger will be with a more opened up, more extended shape here. So could we try that? Right. And then let's go to the second finger and let's see. So again, let's start with a good, just the default placement for all of the fingers in this finger pattern. So this one is with more extended. And I think your elbow is going way too far to the right there. So that's good. Yeah, you don't need to strain at all. And now from this position, if you just leave the pinky down and feel the hand very, very loose. Now, do you see how if you put a square second finger down, how easy it is for it? Yeah, and move it from the base joint. Yeah, so more square, a little bit more square. Square. No. The square doesn't involve your elbow at all. The square is just squaring off this. And let's start with tapping on the A string because it's easier to be on the same string as the rest of the fingers. Good. Now reach in for square F natural, so it has to be on the same. You don't need to go with the elbow there. So just reach in with the finger, and then one over. Yes. Good. But keep it square and keep kind of thinking about the scroll. This is a difficult finger pattern for the left hand. And now let's go over to the E string on G natural. So yeah, right, great. Now let's do the same thing with extended second finger. So let's start on the C sharp. So tap, good. And can you tap with a little bit more gusto? Yeah, without really tensing up the hand, but look. So we want to hear the ping, not the plucking of the string, but the ping. Yeah, and could we try that though? Let's really use the right part of the band for the finger. So do you feel it? Yeah. Now lift just as it is. Lift it up, and then boom, coming back with feeling more being on the print of the finger rather than on the fingertip. That's a very square finger that you're putting down. So I'll allow it to be more on. Yes. It will be easier to reach. So we need to develop the ease of using those different parts of the finger for this, because check with your right hand. Do you see how the fingers, the easiest, the best way to move them is to just close them up and down from the knuckles. Now, can you do this on its own? It's very unnatural, it's very difficult. So that's why the action of the hand is from the base joints. And then the fine placement of the fingers we adjust from the first knuckle here, and not from the base knuckles, because that's the equivalent of twisting here. And when I was a kid, I used to do that because nobody explained to me about the finger shapes. And I used to get terrible kind of grinding ache right here in the third finger, because I was constantly trying to rotate from there. Yeah. So just extend the. Yes, this is good. That's it. That. And now, can you? Yes. So you want to hear B B B B and not G G G G B B B B. That ping. Good. Yes. And the F sharp now? Good. Let's do it with a little bit more. Yes. And see, you don't have to turn the elbow that far, because the fingers can very easily reach around. Now, let's take a look at what the third fingers are doing here. Now, this is difficult. Third fingers, because they're connected, the physiology of third finger is really connected with the pinky. It's very difficult to move it independently here. So the third finger, when it plays those ring tones, when it's an octave from the string below, it's always square. Very good. Yes. Yeah, no. Keep the hand really soft, and don't twist the elbow so far under the violin, because that will probably hurt you all the way from the shoulder if you do that. Yeah, and this can be a little bit here, so I'm just helping your hand. And now go ahead and tap with that third finger. Yes. Could you put a little bit more weight into? Good. So that's how does it feel? Great. Now let's try on C sharp. So that would be with a more extended finger. So all you have to do, again, lift from here, but just place the finger more on the fleshy part. Yes, there we go. And then G sharp, right? G sharp, and try to reach underneath here. That's kind of difficult. So that's your fourth finger. That's your third finger. And now with the pinky, let's keep the first finger down just so the knuckles are stabilized. And now, see, do you see how my pinky actually drops with a little bit of curvature here? So yes, try to get that going. You shouldn't be doing this. So this arch is going to be low.
Kind of just hurts.
Yes.
Right.
Ooh. So that's why you have to come around. If you come around that much, does it hurt less if you're doing this? Yeah, and you don't have to jump that far above the string. So it's okay if the back, yeah. Now, if you have a specific place where you have to clear the D string, then you might move around, but it's not a good idea to just play everything like this, because that's totally uncomfortable, right? So let's reach there. Good. Yeah. Good. Great. So I'll make a PDF of that and send that to you. Now,
Well, I have the book.
oh, you have the book, yeah, right. So you don't need that. So that's on page 109. Now, there are some really good exercises for square and extended. So the actual things, the exercises start here. So you see the square finger, you see the extended finger. And, I don't need to explain any more of this because you can also play through the little examples here. But now, let's start from here, from exercise 161. So basically what we will be doing, and for this one you can have your bow and you can try with the bow. So we will be playing 2 square fingers. So then extended square. So can you try that? Very good. So square 1, square 3. Yeah. Now, Ella, as you're doing the square finger though, I noticed that there's the tendency to squeeze here and do. You always want to keep the spaces between the knuckles open. Now look what this will look like, and I hope to turn around so I'll come closer to the computer here for this. So now if I squeeze here and try, it is very uncomfortable and it will be ultimately out of tune. So on this side of the hand, I try to align the hand with the forearm here, so it looks like. So that third finger comes square. So here for you to see also.
So will the third finger always be square?
On G, D, well, C, G, D, and A in first position. Yes. So let's try that. Okay, so now look, Ella, we're in first position. We are not in half position. So the first position, feel the arch of that square third finger is basically what determines where the rest of your hand is going to be. So from here, just spread the knuckles back so your first finger has easy time reaching there. But this one has to feel very secure on this particular shape. Okay, so in other words, the finger is sitting here this way. Now, can you feel the weight of the arm with that shape? That's a good feel, isn't it? And now from here, just reach back a little bit and then extend the first finger. So keep the third finger shape nice and square. I'm going to help you. Oh, you're squeezing too much. So this here needs to open up. Yes, I'm going to hold your hand. And now let's try again. Mm-hmm. Good. Yes. So let's really center here. Yes. And now when the first finger, yes, relax. Feeling better? Yes. Don't squeeze from here. Now, can we do it with less squeezing? That's right. Just feel super loose. So just good. Good. Yes. So whenever possible, we always reach back rather than reach forward. So reaching back is. Yes. Now let's try the next one. So square 1. Yes. Again, try to reach back. Now the next one is also difficult. Square fingers are hard. Good, good, good. And now extend. Good. You're squeezing too much, so relax. Soften and. And now. Okay. Now, so let's again. You need to relax the hand. Relax here. Soft, and just spread the knuckles here. And it will be much easier to reach. So square, good, good, square. that's working. That's beautiful. And now let's do the next one. So square. Ella, you're again over. Yes. So brava. Good. Fantastic. Now let's do the next one. These are the easy finger patterns here with the extended first finger. Good. Good. Too much. Can you relax a little bit the hand and let's try one more time. So let's try with a lower point of contact, and you don't need to be so far underneath the instrument. Go ahead. Good. Extend. Yes. Square. Extend. Yes. Now let's do the next one. We don't cross strings here, so yes. Now extend, right, and again, don't tense up. Good. Yeah. So a little bit more on this part of the finger when you come down. Yeah. So just more direct, and then for the extended, you can reach like this here. Yes. So. Yes. And now, where is your second finger in all of this? The most natural place for it is going to be in this semi-extended position here. Yes. So it's much easier. Good. Keep the hand soft. So, and put it from here. So lift curved. Lift curved. Good. Good. Relax, soft. Good. How much tension there for this? Just extend the finger, boom. This is it. There we go. Now, I still sense way too much tension. Put your thumb here on my hand. Because I want you to feel
It's cold.
It's okay. So this is for the square. This is for the extend. Do you feel much difference? Now, do you know what you're doing? You're doing just kind of thing. So you need to let go of that tension so the hand stays soft. I'm going to hold your bow for a moment. You check your own hand with that. Yeah. So can you make it stay soft? Yeah. Let me check for you. So keep the first finger down so you've got something. Yeah. So is it that when you have to press the string down, it feels like an awful lot of work, and that's why, yeah. Yeah, so for you to strengthen the fingers, you have to do those tapping exercises with good, yeah, yes, but without tensing up from here. So it just has to be boom, 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 but with soft hand and really working from the base knuckle. Yeah, and now I see a lot of flurry going like this. Now, do you think I'm strengthening my finger doing this? So shape the finger. So you have to feel the shape, and you just from the base knuckle, you work it to come down without tensing up the hand, keeping the hand soft. Yes. So that's the type of work that is going to strengthen the finger. Now, can you do the same tapping but with extended third finger? So it's slightly different. This is much better. Now, can you keep your first finger down without tensing up the hand? And that's where the problem begins. So Ella, I think it's related to you getting used to having spaces here and not jamming them. So I actually, when I was developing this, I used to, and I still do it occasionally, I kind of go in between the knuckles and massage those things to feel this separation happening, because the widening of the base joints is very important. Now, even if you have a humongous hand, you know, if it's that wide, you still need to have that because it's very uncomfortable and tense. Yeah? Could we try that? Can I work on your hand a little bit? Put this somewhere. Oh, you can, yeah. It's not going to hurt. Yeah, so let me have your left hand here. So this is the thing.
Is this because on my other violin I had to like scrunch it?
Yeah, because it was getting very small for you, and just about the right size. But you have to develop the strength that is going to work with this. And your hand is very soft, so you just have to watch out not to allow for just to happen. So you can do it yourself. So it's like you want to just separate it, and just separate it, and but do it in a way that is not going to hurt you because you don't want to break anything in there. So I don't know how much pressure you can sustain. For my hand, I can dig quite deep. It actually feels nice because it kind of releases tension in the hand and the fingers and all of that. So this is nice. So you have to find out for yourself and just massage it because we need this. Oh no! So let's try one more time tapping with that extended third finger. So again, the supination needs to take place, and that's not a good shape. So if it involves twisting the finger to go somewhere, that's not a good idea. So keep. Let's start with the square. So we know where it's going. And now for the extended one, just from the don't mess with this. It's just the fingertip that is going to reach a little bit farther, and you will be more on the part of the groove that is closer to. Yes. But lift with the same extended shape because it's still a curvature. It's not just a straight finger. It's you're squeezing. So.
Oh, my vein.
So keep checking because you know best that way. You have to teach your hand to stay soft when you extend. And now if you're pressing and that's when it gets really hard like this, then back off a little bit and tap with light finger until you're able to tap with stronger finger without just clenching. Okay, now let's try the next one. That's right. Good job. Now the next one. That's hard. That's good. Good job. And then well done. So now your mom asked me to write a little list of things for you to do. This one I want you to practice every day. It's your warming up exercise. And let me find a piece of paper. Or do you have a notebook?
I have.
If you don't, I have a piece of paper.
I had my journal with me, but it's in the car.
Oh, you forgot it. Okay. So I want you to do 8 to 10 minutes as warming up on square and extended fingers. Now, at some point you will get bored with doing this. So you can start looking ahead with the exercises in here. So I'm not necessarily going to assign which one you will do for those 8 to 10 minutes, but you have to do that. And the important thing is soft hand. That's the goal for that. Good. So, where were we? How did that start? You were playing your scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I noticed that you were not doing your square and extended fingers. So the strength you will develop through this. Now, I've got another thing to show you about now that you have different violin, and I see certain tendencies more. So let's put the violin down. We won't need it for a while, but I need to be at your level here, and that's why I don't need to be at your level here. So I noticed that you tend to raise your shoulder quite a lot, and more just one than just one. Are you aware that just happens? And even now that you're standing in front of me, why are you standing like this? No, come on, just let your arms hang from your shoulders, okay? Now, they don't need to be here, right? But keep, be like a ragdoll. Now, I don't want you to help me, Okay, but I want you to support yourself. So stand that. Just don't help me. Oh, you're helping. You're a big helper. You're helping a lot. So I'll try with the one that is not used to staying up that way. You're still helping me a lot. Just let it hang in my you're doing this now. Look what lift my upper arm here. No, you're lifting my lower arm. Lift my upper arm. So that's what I want you to do. Do you know what you're doing? Try to lift it. Try to lift it. And you're already yes. Yeah. Do you understand? So just put the normal weight, the resistance in that. That's better. Not great, but better. So still relax. And I'm doing this here. Just you're helping so much. That's a little bit better. Not very much. Now, do you know the physiology of the shoulder? Do you know what the joint looks like here? It's different from this one. So it's basically a ball that fits in the socket, right? So yeah, right. So can you relax all of that and just not engage any of these muscles to lift that? So I'm going to raise this. Okay. Now I'm just going to fold this. And again, it's the wrong arm and still, gosh, I haven't known a child that tight. So relax. Good. So nice. So do you see that you can move your, but you're still helping me an awful lot. Just trust me and relax. I'm not going to hurt you, please. Yeah, that's much better. There's still a little bit helping in the resistance, so just completely be loose as a goose. I don't know how loose a goose is. Just sounds good. That's much better. Okay, so if we need to raise, you're helping. Just again, good. Let's do that one more time. Good. Relax, you're still helping. Relax. Just now, when I drop your arm, so again, don't help me. When I let go, just let it drop, okay? I want you to feel, it's actually a very nice feel when it just falls. But even that, you go, just let it drop, okay? So right here, let's release all of that. Relax. Ready? Yeah. Good girl. Did you like that? Do you like it when it just falls?
Sort of.
Let's do it one more time then. Sort of, it's only sort of, it's not really a definite, it's not a definite no or a definite yes. Relax. You're helping too much. What you're resisting is this normal fall. You're just kind of holding everything up there. So just let go. So this here needs to relax. This here needs to relax. Good. Now, time for the other one. The one that is used to being suspended. So it just has to be lazy. Okay? So good. You're still helping too much. So just lean into my arm. Don't make it really light or heavy or anything. It is still very restricted. So allow me to. There we go. Now, do you feel how how the motion comes in a different place? So I'll just do this for the next few minutes because I want for you to kind of get used to that feel, but you're still helping me too much. So that upper arm, I really want. Do you ever lean on the table like this at home? Does your mom tell you not to do that?
Yeah.
Does it feel nice though to lean on the table like this?
Sort of when I'm in class and we're not doing anything. I do that and I just put my head down and I just sleep.
But yes, so I want you to feel the same that's the level of relaxation that we need. So again, this good. That's the feel. Now, while this is kind of hanging that heavy, can you have some support from your core? See, we have to this is still wanting to help me a little bit too much, so I'm good. Oh, that's the feel. Feels good, doesn't it? You shrug your shoulders and all of a sudden all the good work we've done here is gone. So relax. Good. And now look, if you're playing the violin right now here, what string are you? No, that's more like G. Right. And now, do you see that you don't have to do this to get to the G string? So just so relax. Keep again. You're helping me too much. So I kind of want to be able to bounce your arm a little bit because that tells me that it's nice and relaxed here. That's good. So we might need to come even that much for the G string sometimes, right? But again, let me support you. Don't. Is this uncomfortable?
No.
So again, visualize the ball and the fact that you don't need to raise. You can look at the mirror as well. You don't need to raise this part for this to work. Now do it the way you're used to doing it. Look, yeah. So do you see how all of this? You don't need that to rise there. So you just and let me support it. Just good. And then that would be your D string. Again, let me carry the weight of your arm. That would be your A string. That would be your E string here. Now, in which part of the bow are you? Oh, how come you don't know? Look at this angle here. Frog?
Wait, no, wait.
Visualize. Holding the violin and your arm being at the straight angle here. Right in the middle, exactly, that's the middle. So let's again relax and look at the mirror because you started to just keeps want to creep up. That's much better. Now drop it again. So let's go to the E string, G string, E string, G string. That's it. And so we're going from the middle on the G string to the middle on the E string. And you don't need to be rising, but you need to support with the core. Because you know, this is very funny because if you're not supporting with the core, it's ridiculous, isn't it? So you have to support yourself, and the core involves not just this; it involves all of this. So you're nice and upright, and then when you relax this, when you open up here, you know the sternum and all of this, then you can do this. You don't need to be. Understand? So let's get a little bit more core support. So plant yourself well in the ground. No. Good. It seems that your feet have grown since the last time I saw you. Are you wearing larger size shoes?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So relax again, and you're very good with this part of your arm. This one tends to be extremely tight, and I think part of it is because this muscle right here. Just totally said something about it. It just suddenly jumped out of your armpit there. So relax this. Relax. Better. And now if we need to get to the frog, again, don't help me because ooh, I heard that click. Do you often click like that? Well, your wrist, but your shoulder. Yeah. Okay, because I think it's been so tight and it hasn't moved. So now do you see how you will bring yourself to the frog without raising this? But do you see? So it's basically just motion from here. You can stop again. So much tension. Good. So do you see how if you're on the G string right now, in which part of the bow would you be? Right. So here is in the middle of the string. Now if we need to get to the tip, we just extend the forearm. Then we bring this back and then again. So you don't need to be doing this stuff. Now, just to feel this stuff. Ooh, does that hurt?
No, it's strange.
Good strange or bad strange?
I don't know, it's strange.
Just unfamiliar, different. Yeah. Well, but you don't have knots. I don't feel any on your here, so that's.
I used to have a knot on my back. Which was
Just you have a knot here.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. Does that hurt? I'm not pressing hard at all.
Sort of.
So and you're raising your shoulder. Are you raising it because you're in pain?
I don't know. Sort of.
So that's better. Here, we've got another knot right here. Does it hurt?
Sort of.
Okay. So you might need somebody to massage your shoulders because if you have those knots, you don't want them to stay there. Okay. Now we're going to do the following exercise. I don't want to see neck.
Sorry.
Can you do that? No neck. So raise them as much as you can. Okay, good. Now,
Oh, my shoulder just popped.
good. Raise them more. You can do more. Look. I'm over 50 years old and look how far I can go. And now drop the shoulders. Right. Ragdoll. No, you're going. So one more time. But no, the shoulders have to come down. So relax. Good. No neck. Right. Go to the sides like this and really wiggle the arms. Wiggle the hands so you can come up.
Oh.
More like this. And now drop the shoulders. Different feel, isn't it? Again, we'll do that 3 times, all right? Again, call a core support, because without the core supporting, this is not good. No. You're skipping steps. So shoulders, no neck. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, even as you're lifting those, you're kind of good. And squeeze them. Yeah, squeeze into the neck. Raise here. Ragdoll. Yeah.
That's like lowered my head.
Yeah. And now there's one more thing that I want you to do. It's the corner stretch. So I don't want to leave fingertips prints on the mirror, so I'll do it with this. But you find a corner in your house and you place your arms high here, not down here, but up here, okay? And then you take a step in and you hold it for 30 seconds.
Oh. Never done that before.
It's a good stretch, so let's try that. So you're rushing it. You need to raise your arms and get the forearms against the. Yeah. Okay. And now don't tense up here. So just all has to be. Just take a small step in, as much. So you have to feel a really good stretch here. Okay. Now. And just lean into this like a frog. And stay in, and do you feel the stretch? Sorta? Or do you feel it for real?
I do.
Okay, good. And you just breathe in, breathe strong with that. Yeah, you don't have to put your head down like this, because you can injure yourself, your neck, and all of this. So you just hold this. Okay, now let's take a step back. And breathe. Okay? So I want you to do like 2 minutes a day of these things.
My hands are so cold.
Well, I said it before, you need to bring always something warm to wear here, because I have no control over the thermostat. So the next thing is shoulder and sternum, because it just kind of opens up the exercises. So you want to do 2 minutes a day minimum. You can do more of that if you want, because it's feeling good. Make sense? Yeah. So and just during the day, I want you to be aware and watch this, because it's good for posture as well. And when we play the violin, it's not like, oh, I play the violin, so I'll correct my posture. You just have to have that good posture all the time. Oh, you got the chills. Do we need to? You know what? I'm going to write this here. So you're going to bring a long-sleeved top that keeps you warm, and this thing will stay here in the studio. So every time you come here, it will be here, because you keep forgetting to stay in the studio. So it will hang over there on the, yeah. Okay, now let's go on with everything else that we have here. Scherzo tarantella. Let me hear.
Oh, I'm not very good at this.
Well, you can read it slowly, and in slow motion, I should say, because it's not just slow speed. Everything has to be in slow motion. You can take care of all of the issues, all of the challenges here. So let's hear. First page only, or have you gone beyond?
I have not. I've gone to about here.
Okay.
But I'm confused on this part.
All right. So is it the notes that are confusing you?
No, it's just the finger. I don't know how to get to that.
Okay. So we will get there. So let's see where we are.
I'm confused on that note.
What do you mean?
Before.
Confused about what?
Like,
But you just played it. Which one? Is it the F sharp here?
no, it's
Oh, is that? You're confused by it because you have misnamed it. It's an F sharp. Do you see it has 3 ledger lines?
yeah. I was confused about the A for some reason, but I did it.
So this is F sharp,
Oh, okay.
and that's when it will make sense with because you're playing the correct pitch there. Now, can we do this one more time? And I'll play with you because I want to make sure that your fingerings and everything is right here on this. I know that the concept of the square and extended fingers is very new, but it applies big time in a piece like this. Actually, it applies everywhere. So if you're playing, let's say, this finger pattern, what are the finger shapes? Can we figure them out?
Mm-hmm.
First finger is always extended. So second
finger
finger
would be square.
No, second finger, if it's on a whole step from the first finger, is going to be extended.
Oh.
What about the third finger? It's also on a whole step from the second finger, so it's also extended. Yes, yes, yes. And here the fourth finger, depending, I think for your pinky it might feel a little bit more square than completely extended for that. Now, if we have this finger pattern, what are the shapes? First is always extended.
The second is extended to square.
Fourth is whatever. Yeah, whatever fits your hand.
First is not. Wait.
It's always extended. So the square position for the first finger is a special exception.
Oh.
So first finger is, yes, extended.
Second is square. Third is
Third finger, if it's on a step and a half from the first. So look, if they're the same shape, they usually are a whole step apart. So if the second finger is square, the third finger on a whole step is also going to be square. And the pinky, whatever, yes, depends on your hand. So for your hand, it's going to be kind of squarish sort of thing because you've got such nice long pinky. Okay, so those are the three conditions. So let's review.
So that's extended, and it depends.
Yes, we will call it squarish for you. Okay.
First is extended, second is extended, third is square, and fourth is sort of
Squarish. Yes.
First finger is extended, second finger is square, third is square.
Right. So since in this piece we're dealing so much with hand structure for the octave, the first finger is going to be extended and fourth finger is going to be squarish for that. And then all those two guys just fit in between.
The A with the fourth finger, do I have to be really extended with the fourth finger?
That's quite extended, so it's going to come down almost straight. Yeah. So do you mind doing this one more time? Now, so for the six that you just played, that will help the intonation. Brava. So the first one is major six. So now square. Good. More square here because you good. Our bowings got turned around. Do you realize that it's is that what it was?
We stopped here.
So you could have reverted it because it's important that you learn the coordination with the right bow directions. Now let's go to the next one. Yeah, and even in the slow motion you can. So much more bow. I don't mean that you will grip the note and play, but so just quicker bow and more active, yes. Now, sweetie, could you possibly do this with the first finger instead of 4-1? So, because you're already there, so could you do this? Can I hear you first of all do the F C? Yes. So that's where it needs to be. It will be much more economical. So let's take it. Yes. Up. It's different this time. Right. Okay, good. Now, is it possible to play all this at a faster speed? Let's see if we can get that. And sorry about my wrong note there. But now, Ella, also, I got one more thing to. Can you use the sliding finger to get? Yes, with the fourth. Yeah, and yeah. So it has to be up bow, right? You're jumping. I want. Right. Yeah, this will be closer to the middle of the bow because ideally it will be in spiccato. Okay? Once we get up to tempo, that's where we will go. Now, this one is similar to what we were fixing with the fingering here. So can you do it with the first finger? Yes, so that will be a better one. Now, can we...
Sorry.
Yes, we need to do this one more time. And now I want you to kind of lean with the bow into the string. Okay, so if you were going to play that with piano, the bow will be held really lightly. Now, if I have the bow lightly like this, I can really feel the weight of the bow in my pinky and my fingertips. Do you feel that? Yeah. Now squeeze it. Do you feel the weight? Correct. So if you're playing piano, basically you're carrying the bow, and that's why you feel the weight. And if you want to start in piano, which is what you're doing, that's how it would handle the bow. But at this point, so there has to be a little bit more leaning into the string. Good. Legato, that's da ra ra ra. It's on the same bow.
Oh, sorry.
So legato, keep going. So let's take it from here. In second position. Go slower, also because you want to read it in slow motion, but in middle rhythmic proportion. So. Put the square third finger here, so it's not. Okay, we need to repeat that at the same speed one more time from where did we started here. So on the last ya da da from there. Ready? Go on. Okay. Now, from that much, let's analyze the finger shapes, because that will help you with the intonation and everything if they go with the right shapes down. So the B natural is with what finger shape? If the first finger is on a G, the B natural will be what? Extended, right. And now the next time we use the third finger is on the E flat. What shape is that? Right. So that's, if you nail that, you will have no problem playing this in tune. So let's start here on extend, square, extended, squares. Oh no, it's too sharp. So up bow, and you have to be at the tip of that. From here, just with that nice long finger of yours there, you just it's right there, right?
Yeah, I also didn't get the bottom of the page.
Well, you didn't get the bottom of the page, but you could download this from the internet. Yeah. It's out there, and you need to get yourself a clean copy and transfer the markings there. Okay.
Okay.
So do I need to write that down on your sheet of tasks?
Sure. I practice an hour and 30 minutes a day, so I have a lot of time.
Well, you better use it well, because if you just sit around and wonder what to do, that's not. That's kind of painful.
Not considered
So-
practice.
Right. No, it's not considered
random.
practice. No, it's considered a waste of time. And you need to have times in the day when you know just let your mind wander and daydream and all that. But that shouldn't be the hour when you're practicing. It shouldn't be an hour long either. So print out a clean copy of imslp.org. You know that website, right?
No, but I can look it up.
Well, if you type in Scherzo Tarantella sheet music, for example, that's the first thing that will, because this is the library, the International Music, the S, I don't remember what it stands for, but the library database, this thing. So, and that's for Scherzo Tarantella. You really need to get one. And transfer markings. Okay, because it's your responsibility to play off of a copy. That's easy to look at and to decipher and get the things right. Now, can we do one more time the same bit here, but a little bit quicker? So just keep track of what you're doing with the third finger, because that's the crucial one here. Now, what about that C? Is that the square or extend? Right. And now, do you need that elbow? Yeah. So. And then drop for the level of the E string. Yes. Good. Now for this one, you will be scooping it down. So start on both strings and this is a simple scoop. Just that's right. And now just you need to move to second position. No, second position. So your B flat is going to be with the first finger. B flat, square. Yes, there we go. So that's your. Oh, are you okay?
No, I'm fine.
You sure? I did. I'm so sorry. I just so let's start. And, yeah, and don't worry that the F is not written because it's just a scoop up, and then you have to land back on the B flat. Then now let's go. With the third finger, you have to come down with the third finger. So to the same chord. Yes, and now let me find the music here because it's got.
For some reason, I have like little dots on my
On your what?
thing. It's like
Oh.
textured.
Did you try to clean it?
No, I clean it every day. I clean it with like my towel thing. It's not dirt. It's something.
I'll take a look.
It's
So,
like the shine stuff they put on here, like drips.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it's dirt.
Yeah, it might be the wood. So it just my fingerboard also has a little bit of those things. If you're squeezing, you will feel it an awful lot more than if you're not squeezing, and it might have to be polished off.
I think it's fine. It doesn't bother.
I can't do anything about it right now. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah. Let me have it for a moment. Oh, that is something. No, it's just the wood, and it might be that somebody might have touched it with solvent, like because you're not supposed to really go and dig in when you clean with alcohol and all that. The alcohol clean has to be very, very light on this if you ever do that. Yeah. Oh, but it's right here.
Well, this violin's really old, so it might be from a long time ago.
it could be that issue could be from a long time ago. But now, Ella, let's make sure that we read the bottom a few lines of this. So I'll make a PDF of this and send it to you. So it's
So
a
it
little
doesn't
bit
look like
better.
that.
Yeah. So how about we review what you just read here? So. We already played that. I am more curious about the chords here. Yes, and again, you need to give yourself good support. So nice and strong on the harmonic, and then a harmonic, and down. Okay, so it's just a movement from the shoulder with the scoop. Yes, good. Down, up, and save enough of your time. Yes. Yeah, and same bow. So on the half of the bow, you need to then scoop out. D flat. Yeah, let me play for you, Ella. So 1, 2, 3. Now, do you see I've saved half of my bow, so I can do now. So that's how this goes. Right? That's right. That's right. Now, be in second position, right? A string, D flat, yes. Same chord? Is the same chord? And now move the whole hand up to fourth position here. So first finger first on D and A. So fifth, D and A. D. No, first, it has to be on the D. Right. F sharp and D, right? 2, G, on G. Let go the first finger, yes. F sharp. Second. Yeah, you don't need the fourth finger. You're in fourth position for this. Yes. So back to. Oh, we're not quite. Did we do that? So we need the G string to be the drone here. So we say. So can we do? Can we read it just on G string? Both stepping up, or you will be backwards. E flat. 3 on the G. Okay, sorry, I keep hitting you. One more time, just the moving voice. So that will be starting with an up bow. Shift. when they're in nasty patients like this, it's a good idea to memorize what goes on the second page. So let's memorize it. Do, re, do, si, la, so. First position. Or it might be easier with 3-3. Yes. So let's try this bit one more time. Just the moving line. E flat. E flat with the second finger. Shift. Can we do it one more time? Now, do you see that there are patterns in this? Ya-da-da-da-da-da. So we have a rising scale, ya-da-da, then ya-da-da. What is this? Da-da-da. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Na-mi-so-mi-do. Try it, major try it. So rising scale, ya-da-da, tra-ha-ya, then ya-da-da. Rising scale, ya-da-da. What is that? Ya-da-da.
I haven't really learned my trials.
Oh, come on, you're playing 3 octave scales and arpeggios with inversions and all that. Of course you know. Then ya da 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 do mi sol. Another major triad. Ya da da major da 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 da. What's that? Ya da 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 da. Rising scale. Da 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 do me sol me do. Minor, yeah. So it's a sequence. It's the same pattern that keeps cycling through, and we're playing it with the same fingering. Okay, so starting on 2. Ready? Shift. Shift. One more time, and let's do it without raising the shoulder. And so now, how much do we press into this? Well, if you're holding your bow like this, you know, press with the first finger. Just going to be pretty much as we need to press for anything. So I would say I'm probably pressing like at least 50 grams on this. It's probably more because the middle of the stick, do you see how it flexes into the hair when I do that? So you need to have that amount of movement there. And you know, if these 2 fingers here, if they need to pivot as you do that, so they will be pivoting this way when you add the pressure toward the tip. And toward the frog, as you go toward the frog, they might need to be pivoting this way. This has to be strong. Yes. Just like that. Shift. 3-3. So on the triad you shift down the 3. You're not finished with this with the melody. So let's try one more time. I know because of the drone there. So up. Same position. Remember, this is the chromatic scale. And now down on the C. So once we have reached the bottom. See, you started playing on. You have that memorized. It's basically a quasi chromatic scale. We have to use up all the fingers to get that effect. All right, so for next time, this needs to become quicker. And since the next bit of what comes here is pretty similar, let's see if we can read that and move on. let's not clip because that's so you have to sustain the sound in the long note. Yes, that's it. One, two, three, One, two, three, stay in first position. Now scoop it out. So now just reach back to second position because you will need to stay there. Yeah, so the double chord, they're always the same. So the fifth on the bottom and then go to fourth position. Now, these are octaves. All of them are octaves.
My shoulder is.
Oh, okay. Let's try, can try one more time from the octaves. They're so exciting. So. No, you don't need to get to that one. Look, you've got long finger, so this is an artificial harmonic, so second finger with extensions, so G, C, those are the notes there, so you play, that's how people usually play. Right, yes. Right. Yeah, and now check what will help with the stretch because you're trying to do it all from downwards. Oh, thank you, dear, for bending over to get this. What you need to do you remember about the square and extended and all that? So instead of being in half position, reaching for this, because that's an extraordinary big reach in first position, even on a violin. Think, So square second finger. And, yeah, don't stay in half position with the first. So be in first position. And just reach with one, and then yeah. So it's reaching both ways. Just, right. Yeah, and yeah, touch it a little bit more on that side here. Right. Right. And let it, yeah, and just yeah. And now, do you see? Do you see? I'm barely touching the string. Sorry. And then you have to just lift the finger. Yeah, that's a down bow chord though. So the harmonic is down. No, the chord is down. The chord is down. Right. Yeah. You're squeezing so much. I was just trying to adjust your hand. So for this, you might need to come around with the thumb a little bit to give it extra room for that. Not necessarily so far with the elbow, but now do you see where I'm putting the thumb? Because if I try from here, I won't ever reach that. But, just down, up, down, up. No, you keep playing up, down, up. Yes. That's it. Okay, great. So this is your assignment for next time. It needs to get faster. Okay. Now, the best way is to do it with a metronome, but I don't want you to start at such a slow speed that it's excruciatingly long process. So figure out the spots that give you hard time reading, so everything can go in a very smooth way without any crashing. And then start with the metronome at the yapara, papara, 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 at about speed like that. So now the other thing is that if you spend more than 5 to 8 minutes digging into any specific spot, your mind just turns off. Is it a good thing to practice with the mind turned off?
Yeah, I had that happen multiple times. Like
Okay,
I
so
practiced it,
if you feel that your head has switched off, challenge it with something else, so it wakes up. So scherzo tarantella, ST. That's what we will call that, scherzo tarantella, because I don't want to. So ST, you need to increase tempo. So you need to work in small increments. Between 5 and 8 minutes each. So you can do 2 or 3 or 4 during a practice session, but you need to intermingle them with something else. So you might be doing this, then you can go and do your finger shape exercises.
So what would an increment be? Like a little section?
Yeah, start with little sections, because what would be a logical section to, you can start with that much.
Okay.
Yeah, but that you
that's
might
just
discard that, it's too small. So then you can move it to, up to the next similar place. So you will be the judge of how long these are. But again, the goal is going to be that you play through this at the fastest possible speed at which you can without crashing. Now, fastest possible, it doesn't mean prestissimo. It might be adagio for you at this point, but it has to be at the speed at which you can manage everything comfortably without misreading, without playing wrong notes, without having to stop and go back and redo stuff. Okay, so just those 2 pages, and I'll put this in my purse as a reminder that I need to make proper PDFs for me. Now, did you work? You have your etude. Did you practice it?
Yeah.
Okay. So can I
You
hear
said
that?
that some would be okay.
Ah.
You said just the 2 lines would be good. So I did
Okay.
4 lines.
Oh, so you're
Sort of. I stopped.
you're exceeding my expectations. Good.
I
Okay,
stopped here
fine.
because I don't really understand that part.
Okay, I'll show
Kiss
you
the
how to do
finger
that. And again, we need to get you a better copy to work from because you know if I have to read this, it depresses me. Just looking at that, I get depressed.
Yeah.
So. Good job, Ella.
The last part isn't that deep.
You're with cold hands, probably it's very difficult. You know what? I'm warm. You're cold.
But no.
Oh no, I don't want you to suffer because this is so difficult. So here.
Oh, I'm fine. Is it okay?
No, you're not fine.
Oh,
You're
it
cold.
fits.
Of course it fits. I'm not that much bigger than you are. So here.
Thanks.
We'll be fine. We'll be
Yeah.
warm. So that's better, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we will
Thanks.
try this. Sure.
Oh, here goes.
It's okay. Good job. So you will need a little bit of room here to make sure that
Thank you.
Okay.
I won't welcome
No.
it with it.
No, I won't let you because I'll get cold then, and So now, it's very good in the left hand. It's also really good in the right hand, but it can be better in the right hand. So it's the tone. So
Because I'm like getting light and then I'm getting heavy.
right. So basically, you have to. Do you remember that feel of when? Yeah, you need to put that into the string. So without any just. And the more you go toward the tip, the more you have to lean into the bow. So now, Ella, let's also do this little thing here with the pivoting. So what I want you to do, that's beautiful. Ooh, cold hand. Yeah. So can you lift the fingers that in this case are not going to matter? So I want you to keep just the thumb and the third finger down. Okay, so just let those other guys relax, yeah, and don't squeeze at all. So as we pivot toward the tip, so there's going to be this movement. So your thumb actually sort of rotates on in one point. And now can you go the other way? Yes, so you have to allow your hand to have that sort of movement in this. It becomes, you know, very very natural, but don't feel that it has to be stuck like this, and then you just kind of push with the pinky and all of this. It's but the third finger needs to be a little bit more curved, and don't tense up on this. Loose as a goose. Yeah, that's good. And now let's try to do that without lifting up there from the shoulder. Much better. Now put the other fingers down because it's easier when they're down. Yeah. And now when you get to the tip, for the size of the bow in the violin, I don't know. You might feel like when you start pronating, the pinky needs to come off. If it needs to come off, it's completely okay. For people with extremely long arms, they have to keep it on. But for us, right. If it needs to do that, let it do that, so you can really get into the string, so the tone doesn't suffer in this. So can we play this one more time with all of these things? So good. Yeah. I just wanted to check because with the fuzzy thing, it's a little bit difficult to see. Yes. So. Okay. So we start on one string. So and now, if you have to add a second string, you have to double the pressure. So one pressure. So we need to have that. Yeah. So yes. So we need to hear both notes, and this is such a cool interval. I love the sonority. Good. Just 1 and 2 and down. Down bow. That's down bow. Down B, down bow. Down. So it's longer. So yeah. You're still clipping a little bit. You're playing it as a 16th. It's an 8. Okay. Yeah. Now, Ella, is it possible to get cleaner from this one? You're still playing this 8th note too short, and 2 8. Do you understand what I want you to change here? It's the rhythm. You're messing up the rhythm on this. You're playing it too short. You're playing it as a 16th. So 1 and 2 and 2 and 2. That's it. Very good. Very good. Don't be so late on it. It's down. Don't be afraid of it. There we go. That's it. And now with the bow, let's see if we can also help the tone. So it's nice and yes. And now let's go on. A look at the new part which was confusing you. So we will start it from here. So yeah, and let's change the bow. So and as a matter of fact, this is redundant a little bit. So let's start it on the first finger because it's the same pattern as what we've had before. So now. So it will be the same bowing pattern. So this is it's slurred to here and then slurred in that group. So down. So you substitute and then down, then again. Way to do that. Well, we could continue in the third position, but that sounds really bad. So this has to continue as a G. So that's why we have this second finger. So it's not a 0, it's a G that I'm trying to write. But change from the B. Sorry. So if you're doing this, that's the So then. Sorry. And this is not a 4, it's a rest. So because you don't have to. Do you understand how this goes?
I could not find one.
Oh, okay. You know what, Ella? Let's do just a line and a half one more time, starting from the G here. So 2 notes on the down bow, and then the rest is on an up. Ready? So. Save your bow. Down. So let's start from here. Stay on the A string alone and down. Oh, sorry, and here. So this is a 4. So we have to catch the 5th with the up. Yeah, and here it starts getting a little bit more complicated. So let's take it 2 notes to a bow. So now shift. Fourth finger on the A string, and 2. Now shift. So B flat and G. So we have exchanging thirds and sixths here. So 2 and 4, 2 and 3, and then third. You have to be playing a third. Then another third. 6. Then. So let's start from here. So still 2 to a bow. So. So this is a unison, right? Slide the 4th finger. Great, and then it's like the beginning of the etude. So let's read it. That's a little bit tricky. So play the B flat and the E natural. That's the first interval here. No, you have to be in 3rd position for that. So the B flat stays from before. Let's get there. Let's start on the B flat. look at it if you want. Look, I'll play it for you so you can see how it's going. So now I'm still holding the first finger there. Now I shift. So just make sense? So let's start from the B flat. Then that should be with 24. Right. And then let's start with the number. So fourth finger. Yeah, so this has to be with an open A here. So this will be an open string. Let's try one more time from this one. And for this one, let's keep the first finger. Now go to first position. So let me correct that. I've written it here, but it's a little bit too far. So this will be with this. No, 3, 2, and you will go down here on the fifth. No. It's better to do it on the next interval here. You can do the whole etude now because you've crunched the numbers from the first 4 lines, and basically the new stuff is here with the different sequence. Do you like this etude?
It's scary.
Oh, come on, you're playing so much. You're playing Bruch Concerto, which is so much harder than this. Now, just make sure that you're not pressing too hard into the string with the fingertips. Now, do we have more time? No, we don't. So, these are the things I want you to work on. And so, etude, let's put here, etude. And again, you can switch back and forth every 8 minutes or so, if you feel that your head is getting fatigued. All of the etude, you can do 2 per bow, so that would be your initial study. Yeah, and again in sections. And once the reading is easy, just go ahead and play the music, enjoy, because this is such a beautiful melodic etude. And you're doing the opening quite nice, but to just play it as a line and have fun with it. Now, everything that we talked about, the finger shapes, do you think it applies? So this will be a good study to just observe all of that. And now, what happens if you hear fuzzy sound coming out of you? That's an instant indication that you've done this or something. So the moment you hear it, it has to be a reminder. Just let loose. And those exercises that I showed you. So and then 5-8 minutes, and you can switch back and forth. Now you also need to keep up with your scales, and for those I would say 12 minutes a day.
Okay.
So again, don't get bored with them. If you feel that you have mastered the particular way of playing, just move to the next thing, because I've given you enough ways of practicing them. if you feel that you can do it really well on B flat with all of those variants, well, try it on a different scale. Yeah. Okay. Good. So is your mom going to pick you up now, or how is that?
I think if you text her, she'll say
Okay, I will text her that we're done, and
I just have to pack up.
okay.
I'll give you my check.
Oh, she's here.
Oh, she's here.
Yeah.
Did she
Ready? We just finished.
This is a full-size violin case, so I have to.
Oh, so you won't have to buy a full size violin case when it's time.
Except it doesn't stay open, so it doesn't really help. I should probably wipe down my violin. Hey, now I have one of the things that you clean your violin with. Because it came with the violin.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you because I'm texting. Give me a second here.